Here we go. We're live. We're live. Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce. I'm live from Zurich, Switzerland. Here. Welcome to the final hour of trading today, Tuesday, July the 12th, 2022. Good to have you here. Nice to see you. I was just firing everything up, and I noticed that we have a brand new Gold Bagel member. Hawkeye Pierce has joined the fray, and I'm just thinking that's fantastic. Now, I'm not sure if Hawkeye is a returning member or a brand new member of this channel, but I welcome you, Hawkeye, no matter what, to the Gold Bagel family. Right, you're one of those guys right there. Thank you for that. Thank you all of you who are here today and already throwing thumbs ups our way. I do appreciate this. If you're able to throw a thumbs up for our channel, let me know what number you are, like the other folks are already. It helps me get a running count. Nick is here. Mirko, Cindy, Coyote's here. Hi there, Cindy. You think GameStop will hit 150 before 110 now? I did that poll question yesterday, and I was asking, is GameStop? Do you think GameStop's going to go to 110 before it goes to 150? And most of you said 110. And I was thinking the same thing. Here we are at 141.68. We're only like 860 away from 150. Can it happen? I don't know. I am a bit surprised to see it here. Anyway, welcome one and welcome all. Nick wants to know if anyone's following PLRX out there. DQ, I'm number 22 and I'm lurking on a work call. Right on, buddy. Oh, man, right on. Lurkers are here. Ricardo, number 32. Mallow, number 34. Richard is 32. Zed Estate 36. Lame Duck 40. I'm wearing a green shirt today too, says Liz. Right on. CPI data tomorrow. Austin, am I screwed if I didn't DRS my GameStop? Olivia, hello, and no, you're not. That's FUD. If you're whatever it is. Scott Pell, number 47. Hector was number 20 today. BW MASH 4077. Welcome. Hawkeye Pierce. Welcome to the show, all of you. I'm glad you're here. John's touchpad. He's number 48. Thanks, John. Appreciate you being here and appreciate the thumbs up. We really need them. We want that momentum for this show. We've got the Dow down 81 here. Again, it's been a nothing day. We have not had violent swings in this market at all. It's been rather docile. We're not going to the moon. We're not cratering out. We're just kind of, whatever. The one area where movement has been had today, oil down right now at the moment, $8.52 a barrel down to 95.57. I tell you, every single one of you out there have got to be smiling because of this, because in the last month now, we've gone from 123 West Texas to 95 a barrel. That is $28 lower, and that's a bear market for oil right now. It entered that last week, by the way. This is continuing deterioration because of lessening demand. And I cannot emphasize enough, if you want to help the price of your gasoline go lower out there, don't fill up your car every time you go to a pump. Just put in about $30-40 and drive on that as long as you can and back this stuff up because that is what's happening. The projections keep coming in that oil usage is going to depreciate globally. And oil usage right now is depreciating. Right now, it's backing off, and it's having an effect. Now, I don't know what's going on. In the last 5 minutes, it looks like the Dow has dropped 129 points out of nowhere. I don't know why. Maybe it was something I said. Sorry. What can I say? So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't have a headline that's telling me anything going on, but we're down 114 on the Dow. We're down 30 on S&P. It looks like we're off about, let me hang on. I'm just trying to get this to work properly. Yeah, we're off a 7. No, hang on. Now it's really, my big ass iPad is screwing around. We're down 29 on the S&P. We're down 99 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's down about 0.9 of a percentage point. S&P down 0.7. The Dow down 0.4. Still a quiet day, but we're down 125. Anyway, there you are. FX is here. He is thumbs up number 44. Lobo Blast. It's me again, Uncle Bruce, number 53. Thanks, buddy, for these thumbs ups. Bjorn Lindberg. How you doing, Bjorn? Thank you for being number 57 today. JL is 46. S&P is slipping, says Coyote. Hawkeye Pierce, I am thumbs up 61. Not only am I a brand new Gold Bagel member, I'm thumbs up 61. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate all that support today. Malo, hey, we've got a written call on GameStop for July 22nd at 125. Fold arms or roll? And my attitude on it is I would just fold the arms if you can. I wouldn't roll. The stock today hit 142.59. It's 139.19 right now, 139.10. This stock can lose $20 like that. I don't know why it's up. Like I know there's stories out about the new NFT platform and all. I know all about that. Why is the stock up to 139? Because of the anticipation of the split 2 weeks from now. A little too much too soon. I don't know. Education area, stock markets with Bruce. I remember when you talked about a split, but when do you have to say? What do you have to say about being a dividend split? Nothing. This is a nothing burger, really. It's just a dividend split. I think for some people there might be tax implications, but almost everybody no, there won't be. But you have to get your own tax advice from your own professional. I'm not the guy to help you. I'm a homeless Canadian. I can't help you with that. WD, hi Bruce. I still have 131 GameStops I wrote for Friday, and I wouldn't do a thing. I would just let it be exercised. I'd just be exercised. You could roll if you can find a rollover scenario. Great. But on the other hand, let it be exercised. Get a bunch of cash in your hand. Wait on Monday. Wait to buy back in, and then right again. Now we're at 138.74. We're down what now? $4 from the high of the day in the last 15 minutes. Something's going on out there. I don't know what it is. We're down 132 on the Dow now. We're off 31 in S&P. We're up 106 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's approaching 0.93 on the down dip. We're going lower. Coyote, WD, I would hold and wait, see what happens tomorrow. Douche Canoe, hold. Buy, hold. Doctors, that is all. Thank you. A hybrid, Duncan, number 30. Alex is number 62. Evening, Bruce, and all the gang. Thank you, Alex, for that thumbs up, buddy. WD, thanks, good. He wouldn't be able to do anything until Thursday anyway. Coyote, NFT marketplace hype and split. It was bound to go up a bit. Will it hold? That's the question. No one's talking about the layoffs. There's these layoffs. Why would a company doing so well have layoffs going on? That's why the stock shouldn't be up right now. Should be down. Spicy is number 71. Sell my house at Fast Up in Marlboro is number 72. CPI data coming. Ricardo, do you see an AMC drop? Oh my. I noticed it was look at that. It was at high day 16.14. It's now 15.65. It's given up about 50 cents. It's had a couple of good days. But look at the volume on AMC right now. 47 million. That's not great. When this stock took off, when AMC took off back about, what was it? Almost, 8 months ago? It's a while ago. $8, $10, $12, and then it went all the way up to 72. You remember the $72 price? 500 million shares a day. 500 million shares a day of trading for like 10 straight days on AMC. We got 47 million traded today. We have 51 minutes left to go. This is unsustainable. I mean, with what, 1 billion shares out there, this isn't going to go anywhere. No way. Not with that kind of volume. Not a chance. So we'll see what happens. Like I say, we're watching it drop a little bit as well. Interesting, right? CPI comes out tomorrow. John Clark, number 77, thumbs up. John, thank you for your thumbs up support today. I do appreciate it. Any of you out there who are lurkers and want to become members of this channel, you are more than welcome to join us. So hit that join button and become part of this gang. You can join either as a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member or a Gold Bagel member. Your call, your choice. And then you too can put emojis up and everything else. But thank you all for being here, and I really appreciate it. Let's see what else going on. Educationary saying the layoffs were caused. The transaction is basically done. Also, Ryan Cohen has tweeted about executives not carrying their weight, just cashing in. GameStop was a good place. It raked in 20 grand today on NFT. Wing Commander, the theory I have seen is that potentially CPI figures were leaked. They are expected to come in hot up to 9 percentage points. Yeah, we're not expecting a massive drop in inflation. We're kind of hoping for a leveling off, but we'll see. Wing Commander, we'll figure it out. When we know, and we'll kind of go from there. Again, thank you, everybody, for being here today for the final hour today. This week is kind of a half-off week for myself and my family. Jennifer and I and Jen Jr. are here in Switzerland together, and we're hanging out, getting in some family time, which is rare these days. And so I'm making time to be live on the evenings for me it's 9 o'clock at night till 10 at night that I do this now for the final hour trading. And next week back to Canada we will be, and we will be trying to get back to a normal schedule. So bear with me as we get through that. Thank you for the 79 thumbs ups, everybody. And I just went members only on commentary. Please become a member if you want to actively participate in our chat. Love to have you here as members. It's the way this channel stays alive. And I thank you all for being here. Let's see what else is going on here. Larry Titus, hi y'all. I'm number 78. Wing Commander, by the way, wrote 130s for August 5 today for $17. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful job taking in $17 on 130s. That's a $147 pre-sale. I like that move. Beautiful. H. Gregory is number 79. Beautiful stuff. I love it. Let's see. Nick, Uncle Bruce, and Christina, thumbs. Let's see. PLRX was trading at 888 before, and then couldn't short yesterday. We got to short 2,000 at 27.2. I'm in profit since you're following it. Should I cover or wait for more? Yeah, my friend, you're sitting now on a profit here. I would take the exit right now because I have a feeling the shares are going to stay around $19.50 to $20 because the company's trying to raise this money through a stock offering. Was it Citigroup is the lead group? I forgot who this was. I would take my my opportunity to cover now on any stock you shorted. Just say thank you very much, appreciate the money, and let's see what happens tomorrow. It might take a little pop again. You might short it again. It might sit here for a few days as they can figure out their underwriting. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in this stock. I'm not deeply involved in it. There's not a lot of shares outstanding, but I think they want to issue about 7.5 million more shares to raise $150 million or something like that. And that could be negative, but that could be positive because the company has more money in the bank, although there are more shares outstanding. How do you do it? I don't know. And so I would take my money and run. Wing Commander, almost forgot. I am 78th on the thumbs up meter. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Coffee House, FTDS, OPEX, cycle, bing, bang, boom. Daniel, maybe planned layoff, hire more people than needed, than keep the good apples. Daniel, you could be on this. We'll see what's going on here. BW says, if you're looking forward to getting back on a regular schedule, there's some good fiber pills for that. Yeah. Duncan is in the house. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Welcome. We're down 145 points. Nothing dramatic. Down about a half a point, not quite a half a percentage point. S&P down 32. NASDAQ about 109. And we got the oil prices going down 95.94 now. This is the lowest price for oil in 3 months. And the hope is that prices will keep slipping in the U.S. They've been slipping a little bit the last couple of weeks. Hopefully now we'll be down in that 4 level or below. We'll see. This can go lower. The talk is by the end of the year, 65 a barrel because of a huge oversupply. There is way more production coming on stream right now. Oil fields are being ramped up to take advantage of these prices. Futures have been sold months in advance for these heavy prices. And we'll see how this all plays itself out. And it just tells me with a lower demand and a higher production amount, and OPEC doesn't follow rules. They don't have stinking rules. We don't follow any stinking rule. We're going to have way too much oil, 2-3 million barrels a day more than we need going forward for the next 6 months, a year. And we're going to have a reversal of the overpriced oil to the underpriced oil. And the Russians are going to have to try to sell their oil cash for 60% of the world price, no matter what the world price is. So if the world price goes to 65, they'll be trying to sell oil at 40. If it goes down to $50 a barrel, they'll be selling it at 30. And under 30, Russians really don't make any money. So they're just trying to bring in cash flow. This is how you defeat the enemy, you bankrupt them. And as far as the natural gas game goes, the hope I have for Europe is that if they can substitute natural gas from other sources and conserve enough to not need any Russian oil, why don't you cut them off rather than be worried about them cutting you off? And in effect, I don't understand this. I don't understand why the Ukrainians are not blowing up the natural gas lines going through their country. I don't know why don't the Ukrainians just blow it up? Mind you, they might need the gas from the Russians too, which is kind of weird, isn't it? You're in a war, or you're in a special military operation with your neighbor, and you don't cut off their fuel. You don't cut off their ability to export fuel. It's a weird. It's not an all-in war, if you know what I'm saying. It's not like the Second World War, where we were all in every respect, and every citizen of Canada, the United States, Britain, and others had ration cards. You were limited to so much meat a week, so much butter, so much sugar, so much milk, and we were all in. Now, I wasn't born at that time. Most of you weren't born at that time, but we were all in. Our parents, our grandparents, we're all in. We're not doing that now. We're kind of not all in. We're kind of in, but we're not all in. We're kind of conveniently in. We're paying more for gas, but we're not rationing our egg intake and it's like that. Yeah, it's not for the. Everything was for the soldiers. Remember, those of you who studied Second World War effort, everything was for the soldiers. So everyone at home sacrificed so that the boys overseas got everything they needed. They got the bullets, they got the steaks, they got the potatoes, they got the medical, they got everything they needed to win the war. And folks at home sacrificed so the boys could win the war. Rubber was curtailed back home, and you couldn't buy new cars. New cars weren't made for 5 years. No new cars manufactured in the U.S. for 5 years during the war. Unthinkable today. Can you imagine the United States government telling all car manufacturers, you can't produce any cars, you can only produce military hardware under contract to the U.S. government, and we're telling you what we're paying you for? Can you imagine that today? No, you can't. There you go. All right. Anyway, what else is going on here today? It's so much fun. Let's go, Uncle H. Greg. I hope you're having a good time with your family, Uncle Bruce. It's so nice to be together. So I received $3 more in USA today before the pairing of the euro US dollar took place. Very juicy, especially when I got ladder from the options, more cash back. Right up, Mike. Oil at 65 would be perfect to lock back in for winter deliveries. Yeah, Nick, it is war with friendly terms. Yeah, exactly, Zach. Drive by thumbs up, number 95. See you on the replay. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate those thumbs up. Nick, just get over with this war, and yeah, I guess let's move on. I'm tired of this BS. I hear you there, Nick. Where are we at now? We've got GameStop at 139.55. It's still up 9.46. The Dow is up down 139. Matterport is off a penny. Smart Rent down 7. Tesla down 6.55. SoFi up 1 penny at 6.02. We've got Spire up 1.5 cents. Apple up $1.09. It was higher. Apple was as high today as 148.45. It's now 145.94. So giving up $2.50 a share to be up $1. So Apple has definitely given up ground here. Something's up with this market. Something's coming up. The market doesn't like it. AMC still up 77 cents to 15.72. ATIP down a nickel, coming up a tad. Rocket Lab's up a penny. 6 shares unchanged. ME is up 5.5 cents. Pfizer down 84 cents today to 52.05. Good for option writers at Pfizer, I'd say. HPQ 31.21 down 19 cents. Cisco down 33. Cisco writers, HPQ writers are doing okay. Twitter up 156 to 34.21, getting interesting there. Home Depot down 122. Carvana down 32 cents. Robinhood up a penny. Vanik up 7 cents. Very quiet. It was higher today. It was as high as 206.80. Now 203.70. $3 loss on Vanik to be almost unchanged. IBM is down 167, dropping in the last half an hour. Microsoft is down 10.59 today. Had a big day. Well, not a big day, but a good day or two yesterday and last week. We had a good week last week. Kind of came from like, where were we here? Back on, let's see, here we are. On June 13th, we're at 241.80. June 13th, well, that's last month, pardon me. And now here we are at 253, pardon me. Yeah, for the last week, we have backed off nicely, though, I have to admit. 264 last week, a high of 268 last week, 253. We're down $15 from a week ago on Microsoft. Goldman, only up 37 cents, had been higher today. Goldman had been at 299, was trying to get to 300, couldn't do it. Now back to 293.55. Interesting. Meta Platforms up 11 cents. Amazon down 290 to 108. Amazon has had a good week and then a bad week. We got up last week to 116.80, July the 7th. So that's 5 days ago. 116 and now 108. So we've given up some ground here. And 3 months ago we were higher. We were at 158 on April 19th. 158. We're now 108. A $50 drop post split. That's $1,000 a share because it's 20 times. $1,000 a share lower on Amazon, and we're still down here. The 52-week low 101. We're at 108.80. So we're not far away from the low of the year on Amazon. Google today down $30 at $22.99. Bed Bath & Beyond is up 20 cents to $5.01. BlackBerry down 11 to $5.60. Royal Caribbean up 65 cents at $33.24. Target down 184. JP Morgan up 55 cents. Costco down $7 to $4.91. I think we hit 500 last week. Walmart down 4 cents. Nvidia down 79. Disney at 93.70 is up 6 cents. American Airlines having a good day today, up 128 at 14.72, but not having a good week or a good month or a good year or a good time. It's not having any of those. I just heard today that Heathrow International has notified the airlines that they are going to limit passenger capacity at 100 million passengers capacity. Why am I having trouble figuring this out? For some reason, my brain, I want to say 100 million passengers a day, and then my brain goes, no, there's no way they did. They don't do that many passengers in a day. You're out of your mind. See how much fun I'm having with my brain today? There is a number, and I'm having trouble getting it in my poor little noggin. But I heard today that Heathrow has notified the airlines to cut back for the rest of the summer the number of passengers that they're going to handle throughout the year. Surprise! I just never heard this from an airport before. I mean, you don't hear this from an airport. You got to be kidding me. I'm just trying to find this article desperately, and I can't find it. Some of you might know what it is I'm talking about. Some of you might not. Heathrow having issues with regards to passenger capacity. I'm just going to look up Heathrow news. Slaps on passenger numbers in the travel chaos. It's everywhere. Just unbelievable. Let me just see what's going on here. CNBC has got the article here. 100,000 a day, 100,000 a day. Airlines at Britain's busiest airport have been already responded to a government appeal to cut capacity, but Heathrow said it needed them to go further. It said the airlines, baggage handlers, and the airport could collectively serve 100,000 departing passengers, a number that has regularly been extended in recent weeks. And they want to cut this back. So I think it's 100 million a year they handle, and it looked like they were going to go for 104 million capacity numbers, and they were going, no way, we can't do it. We've got to cut back to 100 million max, which to me is 2 million a week divided by 50, roughly. So yeah, having trouble at Heathrow handling the overage. Now, you got to wonder if airlines are restricting how many tickets they can sell to Heathrow and back, or through Heathrow, then flights from the U.S. to Paris will become more expensive. Flights to Frankfurt, flights to Copenhagen, any direct flights into Europe will be more expensive because of Heathrow's cut off. There you go. I wonder about Dublin, and I wonder about flights into Iceland connecting into Europe. Wow, it's just going to be something wild. I see the Dow right now off, just hit 200 points on the down dip. I'm showing red on Matterport, SmartRent, Tesla, SoFi down a penny now. GameStop 138.29, backing off about $4.30 from its high of the day. And watching the S&P off 37 points, NASDAQ further drop. It's now down 129. NASDAQ down 1.1%. We still have 34 minutes to go. That's an eternity. The Dow's down 0.58, the S&P down 9.8 of a percentage point. So we're definitely getting some red here kicking in. Something's going on. Okay. What else is going on? Uncle Bruce, I locked in $3,492 in profits on that PLRX. Not bad for 6 hours of work. Right on, buddy. I know you were asking me this morning about what to do and how to do it. And I think this is the right move. You've done the right thing today. Way to go, pal. Making some money. Wing Commander, 100,000 a day. Uncle Bruce is the number. Mark Cherry is thumbs up number 98. Shiz number 99. BW, I guess no one wants to work in England either. Aurora 103. I got to tell you, though, BW, it's not like they don't want to work in London. Let me tell you a story, a little quick story for you. I heard this from my daughter, who has a very good friend of hers who's in the airline business in Calgary. And get this, all right? In Calgary, there are two major airlines in Canada, WestJet and Air Canada. And both airlines have rehired all of their employees. Everyone they could rehire, they have rehired because of the increase in passenger counts. But here's an interesting little kicker. Why is it that in Canada, and particularly some of the airports like Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, Vancouver, why are they having trouble with baggage? Why are they having trouble with security? Why are there long lineups? It's not because of the airlines. The airlines are not at fault for all the lineups and inconveniences at the airport. And I have to say, my hunch, same at Heathrow, same at New York, Kennedy, Chicago, anywhere else. Here's the problem. Security, airline and airline security is not handled by the airlines. It's handled by our government. That's number one. Number two, the employees of these firms, they're subcontracted. The government is in charge of Homeland Security in the U.S., border Canada and all that, all the security for the airport. The employees of these agents, there's agencies who get contracts for the security. All the security guards and all these kids are hired under contract through contractors, and they're all paid as cheaply as humanly possible because these are government contracts you have to bid on. The government takes the lowest bid or the most acceptable lowest bid they can get their hands on. And the guys and girls who own these companies that get these contracts for security, they then hire the cheapest labor they can get away with to make the maximum profit for themselves, because they don't get paid by passenger. They get paid by the function of handling security. So they're not going to bring extra people on board unless the government pays them more to do it. That's step number one. Step number two. The airlines don't hire in many cases. It's specifically in Calgary, I know for a fact. They do not hire the ticket agents at the airport. When you bring your bags in the airport to arrival or to departures, and you come to the ticket agents behind the counter, they have a jacket on that says the name of the airline you're going on. They don't work for the airline. None of them do. They're all hired by a company that has a contract with the airlines for employees, again, to get the job done. And these are the same kids that are at the gate. When you get to the gate, you're waiting to board your plane, they call your number and they tell you that, women and children can go in first, and then first class members. None of those are employees of the airline. They're all contractors under a contract. They're also very poorly paid. No benefits. They get an hourly wage, which is barely minimum wage or barely over minimum wage. Baggage handlers. The baggage handlers used to be employees of the airlines. Then it became thank you, Nick, for that. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Keep making money. Employees used to be baggage handlers of airlines. Then the airport took it over as an entire service because of all the different terminals, and they contracted out the contracts for baggage handling. And now baggage handlers, more and more of these guys are not employees with huge wages and huge benefits. They're grunts. They are just hired by the hour. And so the problem we have here is all of these services at the airport that we think is handled by the airline is not handled by the airline, are all contracted and filled by people who are getting minimum wage plus $1 or $2 an hour. That's it. And they get unreliable hours. Now, of course, they can have all they want, but in the past, they couldn't get full-time hours. I had a friend of mine who was once an employee of mine who did get a job at the airport. She left after 6 months because after 6 months, she could not get a full-time job as an agent at the airport. And all she got were graveyard shifts where someone called in sick. She'd get an hour's notice, come on in, get an extra 8-hour shift here and there, and was treated like garbage. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. And she said, never again would I ever do that job. And I would never tell a friend to do that job. And I can imagine right now, all the folks that you run into at the airport, most of them are not employees of the airlines. They are strictly contracted type employees. You'll run into airline employees here and there on the plane, but you're never going to see the technicians or the mechanics or anything like that. And these handlers and the security people, they're all under contract and they hate their lives. That is why we've got these backups, because the airlines have ramped up. They're ramped up to handle their passenger loads, trying to bring planes back into the system and so on. But these services at the airports are all government or contractor run, and they don't get paid bonus money for extra people coming through the airport. It's misery all around. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, 40% of benefit recipients are in work in England. The problem isn't wanting to work. It's finding a job that will pay a living wage. Good job, Alex. John, I forgot what thumbs up was, so I took it back and then I hit it again. Let's see, Michael. Microsoft had some layoffs too. Doubt they're in trouble. BW, not just that, Uncle Bruce. Almost all airport baggage, gate, and ground personnel are no longer airline employees, so no employee loyalty. Exactly. Austin, $16 an hour at Culver's Burger Shop here in town to scrub doogie off the toilets. Number 106. Nick, sharing the profits of Bruce. Thank you for your timely advice. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. That helps. It helps. Awesome. Believe me, after you eat at Culver's, you have 20 minutes to get to a bathroom. Alex, Austin, ooh, yeah, $16 an hour. The Dow is off 236. We've got GameStop 137.17 now, up 708. We're down $5 and about 40 cents, $5.50 from the high of the day on GameStop. We're backing off. We still have 26 minutes to go, and we're going lower. I thought that was funnier than that, Uncle Bruce. Come on, you're killing me. Oh, man, unbelievable. Anyway, this airline thing, you tell me, would you want a job as a ticket agent right now at the airline? Would you love to be the person at the gate telling everyone the flight was canceled? Would you love to be the ticket agent trying to find alternative flights for 250 pissed off passengers who just missed their flights for summer holidays with screaming kids and businessmen? Anybody want that job? I don't think so. You want a job in security with those X-ray machines and just moving those plastic buckets around, telling people to take off their shoes and all that. You want that gig? I don't know anybody who wants that gig. That gig is a thankless job, and it doesn't pay well. It does not. It can't pay well. I mean, it just doesn't. And I say, yuck is what I say to all that. Is it any wonder why the airports are the worst experience known to mankind for that kind of thing? Unbelievable. Now, I hate to tell you, I hate to be a broken record, but Jen and I, we're flying out of here next week. And yesterday, before our daughter landed, we thought, you know what we will do is we will get our seat assignments figured out for our flight home next week. And we had to run around a little bit because we were looking for a couple of things at the same time. We need wheelchair assistance to get on the plane, and then when we get to Calgary to get off the plane. But we also needed to book seats, and we found out that booking our seats or reserving our seats, we had to go to different counters because we were flying on what's called Edelweiss Air, which is half owned by Swiss, half owned by Lufthansa. And they only have like 18 planes, but they're headquartered out of Zurich. And we flew into London on Air Canada from Calgary back in May. And we're flying home from Zurich to Calgary and on different airlines. So it's 2 airlines, 2 different cities of departure. And so it's a bit complicated. Can't do it online. Can't figure it out. So we thought we'll do it here at the airport. Couldn't find the counter. Couldn't find the right counter until finally we were directed to the Swiss Air counter. And those people are Swiss Air employees. There's the difference right there. Once we hit that counter with Swiss Air employees, we were dealing with people who were in their 30s and 40s. No kids, no one in their 20s and 30s. Now, the labor laws, as I've said before, in Switzerland and in Germany and in Austria and France are different than America and Canada, completely different. There is no way that this airport here in Zurich would operate like airports do in North America. No dang way. People who have jobs here have careers, not jobs. They don't have hourly jobs. They have careers here. All right. Anyway, the folks at the Swiss Air counter, I told the gentleman our dilemma, showed him our flight number. He looked it up, found our name, figured out who we were. And then he figured, oh, you flew into London on Air Canada and now you're flying home from it. Oh, okay. He just went, okay, I got it. And I just went, okay, I can relax. So then he says to me, if you want to get a seat on the plane, they have seats available, 2 seats available, many seats, but for 2, it's 150 francs each to reserve your seat. And I looked at him and he looked at me, he said, but I wouldn't recommend you do that. I said, why is it so much money? He says, well, it looks like they don't have, it seems like they don't have any regular economy seats for sale anymore. They only have seats for sale in premium economy or in business class. And this looks like a premium economy offer. I said, well, I don't want to pay 150 francs additional each of us. That's like 160 American dollars. I don't want to pay that additional. He said, you don't have to. He says, you can wait until the day before the flight and you can just go online and you can grab whatever seats you want for nothing because they don't sell them with 24 hours to go now. They're free. I said, well, the problem I have is my wife here and Jennifer is in a wheelchair, you see. So I said to Jennifer, get your glasses all crooked, start drooling out of the side of your mouth to really help out here. Make this look real pathetic. Anyway, so he sees her and he says, let me see what I can do. And he goes back into his computer and he hits the magic button and out comes a sheet of paper and he says, okay, I got you all set up. He says, we're going to get you looked after for your wheelchair. When you get here to the airport, you're coming in by train to the train station in the basement below the airport. We'll get you a wheelchair from there, bring you up. You'll register in. We'll get you up here, and we've already got your seats booked for you because you are special needs. You don't have to pay for a reservation, and so we're at closer to the front of the plane, window and aisle. There's only 2 seats on the windows, and then 4 seats in the middle. So we got 2 seats by the window, all pre-done, all looked after, and there's a wheelchair waiting for Jennifer in Calgary. But it was all from a Swiss Air employee who knew what they were doing and they cared, because it's a career. It's their job. It's not oh, I've got 3 more hours to go and I can get out of here, or I can only get 6 hours of work today and I got 4 hours of work tonight at a burger joint to finish getting some hours in to make a living. No, this person has a full-time job with benefits, minimum 6 weeks holiday a year, obviously all kinds of airline perks to fly for him and the family. You name it. Yeah, you name it. Like it used to be in North America. And you can just tell how relaxed they are, how professional they are, and they care. They actually care. So it was great. He said, "Yeah, when you come up here, you'll be over there. You'll be sitting in that special area over there. It's a seating area, quiet, out of the way. We will take you to the gate. Don't worry about you're not going to miss your flight." Yeah, service. The word is service. You gotta love it. Anyway, fun times. Awesome. I want to be the guy at the gate saying, "Sir, you can't be you because your license says 150 pounds. You weigh damn near 250." Edelweiss here, are you serious? No, Edelweiss with an E. Edelweiss, Alex, you'll be serenaded across the Atlantic. Wing Commander, GameStop lays out, folks. Stock goes up. Microsoft looking at cutting up to 1% of the workforce. Stock goes down. Funny world. 136.82 on GameStop. The Dow down 280. We're still slipping with 18 minutes to go. We're only up 670 on GameStop right now. 136.75. We're down even more. We're only up 666 on GameStop. We're falling. Coyote Paper. I just met her. Wing Commander, don't they know who you are, Uncle Bruce? They should put you folks into business. Just talk to them about writing call options. You'd think that they'd know who the heck I am. You know that no one has recognized me in all of Europe in 10 weeks, except, of course, for a couple of the meet and greets I've had, obviously. But other than that, no one knows. No one. Bruce, you better check those tickets again. Make sure that they didn't waive the fees. They didn't actually seat you in the lavatories. If they sat us in the lavatories, we would charge a franc to use our seat, and we'd make a darn fortune. I'd probably make about 50 francs on that flight, maybe 70 francs, and Jen too. Sure, we'll wait outside while you sit down in our seat. Yeah, just keep it nice and clean, please. Thank you very much. How about that? Oh my goodness, we're down 270 on the Dow. We're down 47 on S&P, 155 Nasdaq. Nasdaq is down 1.3%. S&P down 1.2, the Dow 0.91. So the 3 markets are falling faster. They're accelerating their losses. GameStop 136.71. It's up 660. 136.69 up 660 a share. Still falling on GameStop, pennies at a time. Alex, I thought you'd found a Sound of Music tribute airline. There you go. Apparently, our daughter flew over here on Edelweiss. Edelweiss flies out of Calgary Sundays, nonstop Zurich. Calgary, Zurich, Zurich, Calgary on Sundays. Now, our daughter flew out here, and she said it was wonderful. She says the best transatlantic flight she's ever had from a service point of view. Unbelievable. Very happy with the plane, the food. Couldn't have been happier. Could not have been happier. So I was glad to hear that. And so that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. All right. Matterport down 2.5 cents. Smart Rent down 3.5 cents. Tesla down 8.30. SoFi down a penny. GameStop up 6.63. We got Spire up 2 cents. Apple up just 57 cents. AMC up 61. ATIP up 8.5. Rocket Lab up half a penny. Sextera down 7, ME up a nickel. Pfizer down 97 cents to 51.92. HPQ down 23 to 31.17. HPQ is bargain territory again. Cisco down 49. Home Depot down 227. Robinhood up 2 cents. Vanek Vectors up down 95 cents. IBM down 204 now. Microsoft down 11.90. Goldman down 77. Yeah, we got some negative there. Definitely going on. Covered calls for a lavatory seat. How about that? Let's see. Yodeling and singing, do a deer, a doe, a deer, a doe. John, do planes still have multiple seating levels and bars? Multiple seating levels and bar. Don't know. Don't fly those planes. This one, I know we have regular economy, premium economy, and I think business class on this particular plane. It's an A340 that we're flying on. It's four engines, so it's like an A350. It's a wide body plane with two engines, like a Dreamliner. This one has four engines. They were built by Airbus into the around 2009 level, and I think they stopped building them after they brought out the A350s. That's what killed off the A340s. But the 340s have four smaller engines, where the A350s have two monster engines, like the Dreamliner as well. But apparently, smooth ride, nice smooth ride. There you go. There you have it. All right, we've got, like I said, the market right now. The Dow is off 238 points or so. GameStop 137.05, trying to hang around here. Definitely backed off from the 142 level. So about a $5 plus drop from the highs today. And we'll see how it closes. We got 14 minutes to go, and we'll find out how it wants to work it out. It was an interesting day today. We went downtown Zurich today with our daughter, and she went shopping a little bit with Auntie Jen, and same old stores. And we'd walk by a Coach store and a Jimmy Choo shoe store and a Ferragamo store. She didn't want to go in these stores. I'd never buy anything there, so why would I waste any of my time? Why am I going to waste any of my precious vacation time going into one of these stores? I'm not going to buy anything, and I don't want to waste anyone's time having them fawn all over me. I'm not going to do anything. And so she was looking for deals, bargains, sales. Apparently, if you come to Zurich in mid to late July, you get sales, because in Zurich, everybody leaves town and heads for the cottage, heads for the mountains. It's too hot here. And everyone gets their summer holiday time, and they don't hang out in Zurich. Only the tourists hang out in Zurich. None of the locals. They all get out of here. And so apparently, if you go down to Bahnhofstrasse, the main Station Street, the main drag where all the high-end retailers are, they have sales all through most of July. So H&M and Zara and all the other stores, mega sales. And I did notice in some cases, here at the airport, there was an H&M store, and there was another store we went into, and I found clothing in there that was not summer clothing. It was more like spring and winter, especially like for men's. The polo shirts, they were heavy, thick material, too heavy to wear in 90-degree temperatures. And I thought, supply chain issues. There you go. They got their inventory in late, and now here it is in July. They don't need this stuff until September, and it's going to sit on the racks all summer long. And I bet you they're going to have sales on this stuff. Should be interesting. Anyway, there you go. KLM is awesome, especially from Alberta. Definitely my go-to, says Dave. John Bargoons, Magauti, 4 million volume on GameStop today. It's true. It is a little higher, but notice how the other day, wasn't it? This is what, Tuesday? So maybe Friday? Yeah, last Thursday. Remember the day we talked about when GameStop announced the split? We had a 6 million share day, 7 million share day. And then the next day we were at 2 million. Here we are only at 4, and it got up to 140 something and 142.50, and couldn't even break 7 million. Like, it's surprising how light the volume actually is. Nick, Uncle Bruce, here in Blythe, today's temperature 114 degrees here. It is inferno here, but the service I offer is, if a guest calls ahead, I go to the searing heat. I turn on the air conditioner for them in their room. So when they get to their room, it's nice and cool. That's the difference between a chain operated by part-time employees versus an owner operator, and all you got to do is let Nick know we're going to be there 4 o'clock. He'll have the air conditioner on for you already. Way to go, buddy. Beach Boy, those bank runs in China are getting worse. What do you think, Uncle Bruce? Will we get any ricochets from it? Yeah, I tell you, noticed the other day the big story that came out where peaceful protesters were in front of the bank with signage, and then the goon cops showed up all in white polo shirts and blue pants. These goons all went and started beating the crap out of these people, and then they arrested these people for violent behavior. Love how they do business over there. Isn't it incredible? Then the police came in and arrested everyone except the ones with the white polo shirts. Amazing, isn't it? Then I hear today the bank regulator promising that the people will get their money and their life savings and all that stuff. It's a mess. It's a mess over there, and there's going to be more of this kind of stuff. It's not good. Coyote, the 4-to-1 split hit 6 million volume. Beach Boy over there, John. Solid service. A wing commander. I remember going to Zurich for work. My company had to bump my pay to match Swiss minimum wage, and I am doing well salary wise. Kind of shows that the wages match prices in. That's interesting. Agodi, last few daily GameStop volume, starting with the split announcement, 7.5 million, 3.2, 1.8, 4 million. Yeah, interesting, right? Mirko, Nick, any thoughts on Tesla? Does not move today. Said sold it once in the morning, bought it back around 700, doing nothing. Wing Commander Gody, I am half expecting a small drop to the 130s with a split run up in a week or so. We shall find out. We're back to 138.29, a little recovery. Don't know how much more we're going to get. We're 9 minutes away from closing. We're down 196 on the Dow. I think this drop off in the last hour is a harbinger of what might be coming tomorrow. I think we're going to give up some ground on the markets. More bad news economically. The slowdown is what I'm talking about. But we'll see. S&P down 36, NASDAQ down 111, 0.63 for the Dow, 0.94 for S&P, and 0.98 for the NASDAQ. Those indexes are lower. They were a bit lower than this a while ago, but they're still off. And we've got oil down $8.47 a barrel today, and that's one piece of good news for you guys. Austin, that would be cool. Beat the crud out of someone, and then they get arrested. Have your cake and eat it too. Coyote, SoFi board approves all 5 items just came out. Shareholders, not execs, sorry, Coyote. So the reverse stock split has been approved by a majority of the shareholders if the board chooses to implement it. And that will be the interesting thing. If they did a 5-for-1 rollback on SoFi, the shares will go to $30 because they're at $6 now. And then you guys will have, let's say you have 1,000 shares of SoFi, you'll now have 200 shares of SoFi, but you can write 2 options now with a $30 strike price or 32 or 30 or whatever. We'll see what's going on. The right to execute on Royal reverse stock split, I should say. Beach Boy, cryptos are having a very bad day as well. Cryptos, yikes. Just yikes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. 957 drop on Bitcoin to 19,400. Yeah, that's a 4.6% drop. 8% drop on Ethereum. Man, oh man, they're under pressure. No kidding. Oh gosh. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. I don't know. Interest rates, the 10-year Treasury, 2.96%. Germany, 1.13%. And currencies, we noticed euro today touched parity almost exactly. We're at 100. Euro right now, 1.0044. So the euro is 44/100ths of a penny more valuable than the American dollar. It is almost at parity. The pound back to 118.93, backing off. And we might be going into the 117s and 116s on the pound. We'll watch for that. Fascinating what's happening there. Anyway, we're coming into the final 6 minutes of our day. I noticed our thumbs up number, 136 thumbs ups from you phenomenal viewers out there. Thank you so much for hitting those thumbs ups for me. 136, that's pretty awesome. 192 of you are here. If any of you can find that thumbs up button of yours, hit it for me. And then go back to every video I've ever done and hit the thumbs up button as well. That's your job for tonight. On all the thousands of videos I've done, I want you to hit the thumbs up button. I dare you. I don't know how many videos I've done. Oh, 1,300. I've done 1,370 videos approximately on this channel. So 1,300 thumbs ups you owe me. Get going. All right. Thanks, everybody. BW, that's SoFi annual meeting today. It sucked. Noto can speak in positive vibes, but ain't helping SP or volume. Think this will stay down here until the second quarter. August, Uncle Bruce can hold for one more year. Mirko, Beach Boy, doesn't cryptos have a very bad, they've had a bad month. Parody, Munimo is here. Thanks for the thumbs up, buddy. Appreciate that. We now have showing here 144 thumbs up. So you guys are coming through again for me. I'm going to get through 150 for sure the way this is going. This is great. Thank you, everybody. That RSS is good news for us, SoFi. Do you expect the stock to react positively, Uncle Bruce? I just don't know. Normally, reverse stock splits are not great. Usually they're done when a company's in big, big trouble. Like they're trading at a dime. They used to trade at $50 and the company's on its last legs and they're going to do a reverse rollback like 100 to 1. So for every 100 shares you have one now. They're going to trade at like $10. And then they announce a $10 financing, which is a financing at a dime. To try to bring some money, and the new people to put the money in are the guys who control most of the stock now. In other words, it's a reverse takeover. I don't know about this. I don't know if it's going to be 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1. What's the deal? Yeah, they're going to do a 10 for 1 rollback and try to put the stock at 60. Like what's the? I don't know. Got to expect some good dips tomorrow. Beach Boy, Mirko, that's an understatement, my friend. Laughing out loud. No kidding. Agodi, I don't know if they will go through with it. Well, we'll see. I mean, $6. Hey, if the shares have been 12 right now and the shareholders approved it, the board might go, we're at 12. What do we need to do this for? But at 6, they might go, why don't we do 4 for 1, make it $24? I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I just don't know how this is going to go. We got 3 minutes left in the day. We're down 200 on the Dow right now. And we got GameStop at 137.82 or something like that, up 773. We were around that 136 mark for a bit, the high of 142.59 today. So it's an update for GameStop, but it was $5 better than this roughly at one point. Citigroup did a reverse split in 2011, I believe. Nick, Mirko, I'm a big bag holder, says Nick. I'm a big bag holder. My average 712 Tesla. So I'm just writing covered call option to make a few hundred while I hold the bag right now. Giotti, if they do the RSS reverse split, we will still be heading into recession and shortages. A reverse split does not change that. Just ride the storm, I say, like everyone else. What's the rush? Austin, knowing the $5 rule, the guy that came out with the $10 IPO price should be beaten and then arrested. There you go. Well, we'll see how this goes. We'll hear from the board of SoFi in good time. Might be tomorrow, might be next week. Could be a month from now. Sooner or later, they'll tell us what they want to do. And we'll see how it goes. 603 on SoFi, up 2 cents right now. There it is, 137.44 on GameStop. And the Dow is off 194, and we're down to a minute to go. Larry Titus is going to get us through this day by ringing the bells shortly. And thank you all for joining me again today from Zurich. Tomorrow, we will be in Zermatt, and we're heading back to Zermatt. So look for tomorrow night's show or tomorrow afternoon's final hour of trading with yours truly, live from Zermatt. And looking forward to seeing you. DQ, 1 minute to play the third period. 1 minute left to go. Down 200 on the Dow Jones. Thank you guys for your support. As always, it is incredible. Thanks for those of you who are renewing your memberships. Those of you becoming members, we have 149 thumbs ups, one away from 150. Thank you guys. If anyone's watching a rerun, hit that thumbs up and get us over 150. Austin, it should have been $20. Get me the hell away from 5. She hits under 5, and this thing is going down like a Titanic. Of course, it didn't get a life. I didn't get a life, Raph. There you go. And Larry, thank you, buddy. There we are. The bells are ringing. Thank you again. Testy Donkey, I am number 150, Bruce. Thank you, Testy Donkey. Appreciate it. 156 now have come through. Look at that. 6 more thumbs ups just came in there just like a shot. You guys are awesome. Thank you. DQ says, thank you, Dr. Larry. Tell us. Fantastic. SoFi 604 is up 3 cents. 137.08 on GameStop, up 6.99 today. And that is where we end up on this one for now. We'll see how things work out tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. Stock market faces inflation test Wednesday. Here are the good, bad, and ugly scenarios. Says some headlines. Have a good night, everybody. Lucky trading day tomorrow. You also swear, you betcha, buddy. Mirko, Nick did a few swing trades in the last days on Tesla. The very small position, only 20, 30 shares. Bought, sold. Sometimes sold first, bought back later. But today was pretty flat. Bill, stay juicy, Brucey. Thanks, you guys. Do the best we can with what little we have. Yeah, we'll talk to you tomorrow from Zurich. We got a train ride to take tomorrow. And I'll do our broadcast tomorrow from there, and that's where we're going to finish up our vacation in Switzerland. Looking forward to it. Thank you guys for all your kind words, your support, your thumbs ups, everything. I appreciate it. Nick, thank you, my friend, for your very generous PayPal donation today. You are awesome, my man, and we'll just keep collaborating on more profits to be made. Any old time. I appreciate it, guys. Have yourselves a great night. Stay well, stay healthy, and we'll catch up with you, Beach Boy. Thanks, Larry. These Swiss cowbells, Uncle Bruce, you got are working nicely. Duncan, take care, simpletons and intellectuals, I say. You guys take good care of yourselves, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you shortly. Oh, fantastic. Hawkeye, thank you for your, I got your message here on email. Thanks for becoming a Gold Bagel member today, Hawkeye. I get it now. I see what's going on. Fantastic. It's all good. You can always change your handle if you want to, but you can also leave it exactly the way it is. It's all good with me. That's hilarious. That's fantastic. Thank you, guys. Coyote. CPI data tomorrow, everybody. Don't forget and plan accordingly. See you guys tomorrow. Nick, Mirko, always make small profits when you can. Mirko, Uncle Bruce must be impressed by Zermatt if you want to show it to your daughter. Yes, sir. Take care, everybody. From Larry, Nick, Christina, can you send your info to Uncle Bruce? To Christina, if you want me to send Nick your email, you got to send it to me. So send me an email on my email address, which is right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Send me an email telling me to send your email to Nick. I'll do that for you. And then you guys can chat privately if you want. Just let me know. All right, I'll do what I can. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. And you guys have a good one. Uncle Bruce, are you planning to move to Zermatt? You seem to love it over there. It's kind of nice, but no, we're just going to show our daughter that area and finish it off from there. I think it's a nice place to conclude. Make it a Swiss Miss evening, Uncle Bruce. Enjoy kiddo time. There you go. Thanks, guys. All right, you guys. You take care. We'll see you tomorrow at the final bell, 3:00 tomorrow afternoon. And you guys have a good one in the meantime. Bye for now.